Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be trying out a massive eyeshadow palette. I know you're probably thinking, Anwen, but how massive is it really? It's fecking massive, like fecking massive. Look at this palette. This is a massive palette. See, I was not exaggerating. So this is the Exotic Pop eyeshadow palette. It's from QING or QING, I'm not too sure. QING, I'd say King but with a Q, QING Beauty. So QING Beauty very kindly sent me this palette so that I could review it today, which is a massive honour to get a massive palette. I was just massively happy. Oh my gosh, I'm going to stop. But no, so they sent me this palette. I'm not really that familiar with QING. I always feel like it should be QING. Anyway, yeah, I'm not massively, oh, why can I not stop saying massive now? Oh my gosh, like really? But anyway, guys, so I'm not really familiar with the QING Beauty brand. I have had a look on AliExpress and I can't locate this palette anywhere there. So I don't think it's sold on AliExpress, but QING Beauty do have their own website. It's called QING with a Q, QINGBeautyStore.com. They do have an Instagram as well, so I will put all of the info down in the description. Interestingly though, when I was having a look around their website, they did seem to stock a lot of palettes by other brands that are commonly found on AliExpress, such as QING, and I can't think of any others actually at the moment, but there were a lot of familiar palettes on there that I'd seen on AliExpress. So I believe that either QING Beauty manufacture all the palettes and then the other brands buy it from them, or they're like a beauty bay, maybe like a Chinese beauty bay, and they just stock lots of different brands. Like, I'm not really sure. So this palette costs £35 and it is not cruelty tested on animals. Is that the thing? No, not tested on animals, because any testing on animals is cruelty. So it's not tested on animals, which is wonderful. I feel like that I kind of feel intimidated by all of the colour in this palette. She is just so colourful. Basically got every single shade you would ever need to create a colourful, bright, vivid look, or to create a more kind of everyday, neutral, kind of wearable look. So you've just got everything within the palette. You do also have pressed glitters as well. So you could take your daytime look to nighttime with the palette. You could just, I don't know, I feel like you could just take this palette everywhere with you and just have it manage your life, because it's that massive. I think that the packaging is absolutely gorgeous. It looks so artistic, and I love these kind of peacock feathers. It looks very kind of whimsical. I think they've really put a lot of thought into the overall kind of aesthetic. It says Exotic Pop on the front. It is made from cardboard, but it feels really, really good quality. And you do also have a mirror, which is very dirty, because when I was doing the swatches last night, Andreas got involved and he just kind of cleaned the mirror with a dirty wipe. So that's why that mirror looks not so great right now. Oh my gosh, there's 88 eyeshadows in here. I just read that. 88 eyeshadows within the palette. Wow. Just wow, guys. Wow, 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 wow. I thought the Choco Fusion palette by QING was large. It got nothing on this palette, like literally. So I did do swatches last night. I didn't swatch every single shade because I didn't have 5 hours to spare, honestly. But I did swatch quite a few of them. My overall opinion was one of excitement. I was not very impressed with the way that the mattes swatched for the most part, because they did definitely have quite a powdery kind of feel to them. And in order to get them to swatch, I wasn't just like a one swipe. I had to kind of like, kind of massage the product into my skin, because otherwise it would have been quite powdery. That's not with every single one of the mattes, but with most of them. I also didn't think the pigmentation was wonderful, but from such a huge palette, I don't know, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. And, you know, swatches, they tell us nothing really apart from what the shade might look like. So, you know, on the eye, they may be more pigmented, but I don't know, we're just going to see. Oh my gosh, I was so blown away by the shimmers. Can we talk about the fecking shimmers? These were amazing. Like, they massively exceeded my expectations. Not only did the colours look beautiful and vivid and gorgeous, but the actual formula is comparable to Gervais Place. They are so metallic, so blindingly shiny. They are opaque. They have an almost kind of crushed, like, they're like a crushed pigment. When you kind of dip your finger into the pan, it doesn't feel 100% pressed. You know, you can feel a little bit of movement there, so that when you actually, you know, push your finger onto your skin to swatch, the powder just kind of, it literally melts into your skin and just creates this look of melted metal. I've probably not explained that very well at all, but I think, you know, you only have to look at the swatches to hopefully understand what I'm trying to say. The swatches were amazing. Also, just to mention, within this palette, I believe that you get 3 different formulas. So you have the mattes, you have the shimmers, which in my opinion, they're more like crushed pigments, and then you've got the glitters. I think all that's left for us to do right now is for me to go ahead, try and create some kind of a look. I've got a feeling it's going to be vivid and bright and colourful today, which I am going to embrace, because I don't think I've done like a super colourful look in a long time. The problem that I face is trying to pick shades. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, guys. I just don't know where to begin. I feel like today I do want to kind of go back to my roots and do a pink eye look, because I love a pink eye look. So I'm going to do a pink eye look. I want to do a pink eye look. You know what? I want to do one, so I'm going to do one. Okay, so to begin, I am going to go into this shade up here. It's called Editor, and it looks to be like it's like a very kind of light brown, and I feel like it would work really, really beautifully within the crease. Oh my gosh, this palette is ginormous. Like, I wish all things were as big as this palette. I mean, really, guys. I mean, really. I'll just have a little toot of my beast whilst I contemplate my look and the rest of my life. Like, really. Do you know what? I've just decided something, actually, because I know I said that I was going to do a pink look, but I actually think I'm going to do pink transition, and then I'm going to use this. Anyway, why am I telling you that? You're thinking I'm going to just get the feck on with the look, Anwen. Just get the feck on with the look, so I'm going to do it. My table's way too far away from me. Like, if you could only see how uncomfortable I am right now. And I've got sciatica in my left leg, which is made worse by sitting down. And now I'm just doing some kind of, I'm in the most uncomfortable sitting position ever. So that's great. Can you see what I'm doing, hopefully? Okay, so this is a very, very light shade. So I think she's going to take some building up. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know that really, like, I'm not a fan of super pigmented eyeshadows, because I do find that they can be a little bit intimidating and quite challenging to work with unless you're like super skilled at makeup. They can just be very problematic. So I actually like it when you get eyeshadows that are just kind of in that middle ground, so they're not underpigmented to the point that, you know, you just waste your life building them up, or they're not overpigmented. I just like them to be in that, like, I call it the Goldilocks zone of pigmented. Okay, so I am just building this up. I think that, you know, we can definitely see the shade there, which is really, really good. It's blending nicely. I would definitely say that we could probably benefit from a tiny bit more pigmentation, but I am not kind of criticizing really the shadow. Like, I kind of feel bad saying that, because, you know, actually I think it's made an impact, really. You know, she's come, she's said, yes, I'm here, I'm ready to rock and roll, ready. But I'm a bit bored with that shade because I just want to move on. And let's face it, it would be rude not to when you've got 87 other eyeshadows to try. I want to go in with a pink. I want to start building up this pink look. So I am going to go in with Skillful, actually. I'd say that this is a dusky pink. And I am going to use the same brush because I'm a basic bitch and all my other brushes are dirty. So, like, yes, that's what's happening. Oh, my back is, this is not a good sitting position, guys. My doctor would say, Anwen, do you want to be in pain for the rest of the day? Do you? Like, I need to bring my table closer, but then if I do that, I'm going to have to readjust everything. And that just seems like, oh, do you know what? Why don't I just bring my chair forward? Oh, like, why did I not think of that? Oh, shit. Oh, guys. Oh, no. Oh, crap. I end up readjusting everything anyway. So that's great. That's great. Let me just, sorry, guys. I know you don't care, but I've got to try and help the sciatica out. Okay, how's that, guys? Oh, god damn it, guys. God damn it. Right, so anyway, right, I'm comfortable now, so this is good. This is good. So we're going in with Skinny. I would actually say that the fact that these mattes aren't super pigmented, it probably fits in really well with the idea of this palette because it is so massive. I suppose, you know, in order to kind of make the most of the palette and, you know, try all of the shades, you don't want any one to be like overly pigmented because then like the eyeshadows will be fighting on your eye for who's going to show up. Whereas like with these shadows, because you have to like really build them up, I feel like you could get a really nice kind of, you know, kind of gradient of different shades. I'm liking this, guys. I'm liking it. I can definitely see that pink as well. Look at that. I'm really loving it. Like, I'm really, really, really loving that. I'm a huge fan so far. I am going to move on because I always want to be moving on. So next, we're going to go in with one of my favourite shades when I did the swatches. And it is this one here, which is called Lady All Like, which I don't know what that means. But this was the most beautiful bright coral. So we're going to take this look to the next level. Like, this is, you know, going off to the office, got a couple of meetings kind of look. But the next shade is going to Ibiza and partying all night like it's my last day on earth. Okay, so I think you can see a tiny bit of extra brightness, but I'm going to go in with more. I'm actually not going to tap off the excess because I have a feeling, because this is such a bright shade, if I tap off the excess, it's going to take a while to kind of actually really kind of build it up and see her. So I've not tapped off the excesses that you can see on the tip of the brush. And also, this kind of demonstrates how powdery these mattes actually are. Anyway, we're just going to kind of tap. This is what I do when I get an eyeshadow that isn't very pigmented. I kind of tap. I tap on first. So I'm almost kind of like, you know, stamping it on. And then I do a little bit of blending, but I feel like you could get away without blending some of these eyeshadows in a way because they're not hugely pigmented. So yeah, I've resorted to tapping right now, like I'm tapping away. I don't know if I mentioned this, but the palette is $35. And I believe that on orders above $35, you get free delivery internationally, which is really, really good. Okay, so there we go. Looking very, very pink. But I think we need a deeper kind of shade of pink. So next, oh, do you know what? Feck it. I was going to put this like hot pink. I don't know how you can see, but I was going to put this hot pink in my crease, but I'm not. I'm going to save that for the inner corner for that bright neon pop of hot pink. So next, we are going to go in with... Oh, I'm really stuck. I really want to go in with this green. I know that would take the look in a whole different direction. Or purple. Do you know what? I'm going to go in with this one here. It's called Give More. And it's a beautiful magenta shade. I'm going to actually change my brush as well. So we're going to go in with this Jessup brush, which is slightly less fluffy. Oh my gosh, look at her. She looks so good. Right, so I'm just going to tap her on. I'm just going to kind of focus her for a minute just on the outer vagina. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more. Oh wow. Oh wow. Hello. Hello. Like, look, we've really got quite a bit happening now. Okay, so next we're going to go in with this shade here. She's called Angelic and she's a beautiful Barbie pink. I'm just going to put her more towards the middle of the crease and then kind of bring her around to the inner corner. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she has arrived. Okay, so guys, I feel like I just need to do a little bit of blending just around, you know, the outer perimeters. So I'm just using a clean brush to do that. Okay, so almost choked on my spit. I mean, really, guys. Okay, so next we're going to go in with a shimmer, and I am going to go in with this one. It's called Small, unlike the Fecking palette, like, really. So yeah, we're going to go in with this one. Oh, do we want to go in with this one? Oh my gosh. Honestly, guys, these shimmers are gorgeous, and the shades are gorgeous. Just everything about them is gorgeous. Or should I go in with this one? I just don't know, because they're all so gorgeous. I'm really stuck. Let me just have a little look, guys. Okay. I think I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is called Sweet. This one, can you see? I'm going to go like dark and vampy. I know I said I was going to go pink, but I changed my mind. So this is what Sweet looks like. Do I want to go in with that one, actually? The gorgeous shade is one of those duochromes which looks kind of like a green and then a brown, which I love, but I don't think I want that for myself today. So I'm going to... what about Fingers? Fingers is like a beautiful silvery blue. Do I want this for myself today? No, I don't think I want that for myself today. Oh my gosh, guys. Should I go in with... Okay, Small. So Small is kind of like a light bronze shade, which I don't really want that for myself today either. Oh my gosh, guys. Or should we go in with this beautiful, beautiful lilac? Oh yes, I want that for myself. That's what I want. It's going straight on now, guys. Okay, so there she is. Not really making a huge impact at this point. So I'm just applying a bit more. You know what? I think you really have to, you know, press the shimmers into your skin so that, you know, you get that melting effect. If you think of them as like a crushed velvet, if you just kind of tap it onto your skin gently, it's not really going to do much. But if you like push it in, it melts into your skin, and that's when the magic happens. Can you see? And you get that beautiful sheen. Okay, so I did just wet my finger, and now I've gone in with a little bit more. Okay, so there we go. She does look a bit chunky, which is unfortunate. Literally, like, super, super unfortunate. But, yeah, okay. So sad, guys. I'm so sad. Okay, anyway, I can get over it. Next, I'm going to go in with this hot pink shimmer that got a little bit damaged. This is called Pretty Girl, it's called. It was named after me, obviously. I'm just joking, of course. But I'm just going to apply this to the outer vagina. I'm not doing very well, so I'm just going to use my finger. yeah, I would say in order to like really get...
Are you in today or?
No, I'm off today, but it's, you know, I'll always answer to you, Dave. I will always take your call. Okay, so I went ahead and put that beautiful Pretty Girl. Sorry, I was just trying to work out what shade it was. Yeah, so I went ahead and put Pretty Girl, which is that beautiful hot pink shimmer on the inner corner and then the outer corner, and then we just have that beautiful pop of lilac in the middle. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, guys. This is like a lot of fun for me right now. I'm living my very best life. Like, I'm not in work today. I booked the day off, and all day I've had nothing but calls from work. Like, I might as well just be in work today. Just in work, but then I wouldn't get to enjoy this beautiful palette, so probably not. So we are going to move on to under the eye, and I am going to go for like a shimmery under eye today because I don't really ever do a shimmery under eye, and I feel like now is the time. I'm going to kind of replicate the pattern that I've done on the top of my lid, so I'm going to I'm going to tap off the excess is what I should do. I've got a little bit of fallout, as you can see. I'm hoping I can somehow deal with that artfully. We're going to take the hot pink shimmer on the outer area and also at the inner area, and then we're going to go into the beautiful lilac shimmer and we're going to pop her in the middle. So, oh my gosh, oh god damn it. And I feel like we need to also have some glitter just on that lilac kind of middle bit. So I am going to go in with a, oh god damn it, I've just spoiled for choice. Believe me, this is a really nice problem to have. I'll go in with Smoking, which is a gorgeous kind of champagne glitter. I'm going to get some glitter glue. Oh, I almost got eyelash glue. That would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? To stick on your glitter with eyelash glue. Okay, so I'm going to get my very favourite kind of glitter glue. And this is by the Sparkle Fantasy Cosmetics brand. It's called the Glitter Fix Liquid. I just put a little bit on my hand, but I always end up putting way too much. And I put way too much on, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to tap that all up onto the centre. I'm going to take a tiny brush if I have one available. Okay, I don't feel like the glitter's great, guys. Like, it feels very stuck down indeed. You know, you get some glitters in, like, you know, glitter palettes that they are quite like gel-like, and you can tell they've been like pre-mixed with something to help them stick. I don't feel like this glitter is that same kind, although you can kind of see it. I don't feel like we're really getting a whole lot out of this, although it looks nice there. I kind of just dug in, honestly, guys. Ooh, look at that. Ooh la la. Oh, and I'll put a little bit underneath too. Just put a little bit underneath in the centre as well. Okay, so to finish off this look today, I am going to go in with my pop of inner corner highlight. So I don't know whether to stick with this theme and go in with the lilac, or if I want to go in with a matte, or if I want to throw a curveball in there and go in with the green. So yeah, I'm just not too sure. Oh, I hate decisions, guys. Like, really, decisions. I think I'm going to go in with this one. I'm going to go in with the lilac, just to kind of keep the look refined. You know what I mean? Just refined. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh yes, I feel like my spirit has just been awakened from within. So, okay, so this is the look. I just think it looks so whimsical and pretty, and like I'm a little sparkly fairy or something. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try to replicate this on the other eye, and then I'll be back to give you my final thoughts. Okay, so I have finally finished the look. I feel like it took a lifetime, not because the actual look took forever, but just because I kept getting distracted. I was here, I was there, I was tidying stuff up. I was just getting distracted. And then I decided to apply falsies today, which if you watch my channel regularly, you'll know that I don't really dare to apply falsies that often because I just find that like I'm not very good at it. But I took the gamble today and I don't think I did a great job, so I do apologise about the lashes. But anyway, we're here to talk about the look today. So yeah, I really like the final eye look. I think that this palette is really good. I always had this very ill-informed idea that the larger the palette, the poorer the quality of the eyeshadows. I was proven wrong with the Choco Fusion by UKING, and I have definitely been proven wrong again with this Exotic Pop palette. I think this palette should actually be called the Fun Pop palette, because when you open it, fun pops out and you just have it should be called Party Palette, the ultimate party pant popping off palette. That would be the best name for it. But I thought that the mattes were beautiful, if not a little underpigmented, but it honestly was not a problem to me. However, if you're someone that really gets off on a lot of pigmentation, you probably would be a little bit underwhelmed. But I did not mind, like it was not a problem for me. I thought, however, that the star of this palette was the shimmers. And again, I kind of hesitate calling them shimmers because they're more than that. They're kind of like, I don't know, like if I had to say, I'd call them crushed velvet metallics, because I think that that kind of appropriately describes them. I'm going to have so much fun with this palette. I just think it's wonderful. As I'm looking at my face now though, I'm kind of realising that this shade of lip gloss does not in any way complement my eye look, but it's kind of like grungy downtown and then fairy princess up above. I don't know if that works, does it? But at one point I did want to make up my own palette and I wanted to call it the Grunge Princess, and it would have like two different sides. One side would be like grungy, you know, like neutral, muted shades with some chromey kind of metallics, and then the other side would be like all pastel-y and pink and taupey and like with some really beautiful kind of champagne shimmers. But anyway, that was just a dream. But anyway, yes, this palette, I really like it. $35 is definitely more on the expensive end of the scale in terms of what I usually review, but I think it's worth it. Like I do. I'm going to say I think it's worth it. And I'm kind of looking at this as if it's £35, but it's dollars. So probably in pounds, it's about £27. And I do think it's worth it. I do think it's worth it. I think if this was a Morphe palette, they would charge about £65 for it, especially if it had James Charles's name on it. Then it would probably be about £150. So anyway, guys, I am going to go. I just want to say thank you so much to King Beauty for sending me this lovely palette to review. Thank you so much to all of you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.